হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, স্বাগতম জানাই আপনাদের টিআর স্টাডি ক্লাবে। আমাদের রাজ্যের মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রী প্রফেসর ডক্টর মানিক সাহা কেন্দ্রীয় মন্ত্রীর সহযোগিতায় কিছু গুরুত্বপূর্ণ আলোচনা করেছেন জনসম্মুখে ত্রিপুরার উন্নয়ন সম্পর্কে। তো বিস্তারিত আপনারা দেখে নিন কী কী বলা হয়েছে, আমাদের রাজ্যের মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রী কী কী বলেছেন। ভিডিওটি শুরু করার আগে আপনাদের কাছে একটাই অনুরোধ, আপনারা যারা যারা আমাদের এই চ্যানেলে নতুন এসেছেন অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকা বেল আইকনটি অলে করে রাখুন, যাতে ত্রিপুরার বিভিন্ন শিক্ষা সংক্রান্ত ও জব সংক্রান্ত আপডেট আপনারা সবার প্রথমে আমাদের এই চ্যানেলে পেয়ে যেতে পারেন।
Good afternoon to all. Today, in the Northeast Bankers Conclave 2024, we have with us our Honorable Union Home and Cooperative Ministers, Sri Omesh Shahaji, Sri Jyotiraditya Sindhiaji, Honorable Union Minister Donor, Dr. Sukhanto Mujumdar, Honorable Minister of State for Donor. We have with us Sri Pema Kanduji, Chief Minister Arunachal Pradesh, esteemed dignitaries and respected members of banking fraternity. It is privilege to address this distinguished gathering at the Northeastern Bankers Conclave, a platform that underscores the pivotal role of financial institution in catalyzing economic transformation. Today I wish to highlight Tripura's strides in financial inclusion, credit delivery, and advancement of digital ecosystem. Over 99% of our villages now have banking access within 5-kilometer radius. Total 10,83,000 bank accounts already opened under Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana with deposit of rupees 617 crore. Average deposit in Jan Dhan accounts is rupees 5,702 per account against national average of rupees 4,357. State government is trying to achieve 100% financial inclusion through Pradhan flagship schemes like Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jivan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Atal Pension Yojana, Mudra Yojana, Stand Up Scheme, and Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, etc. As per National Strategy for Financial Inclusion guideline, every village of the state has been provided with banking touch point or outlet. It is to be mentioned here that every district and every block of the state has ATM facility. State level Bankers Committee, SLBC, of Tripura has received the award of excellence since financial year 2021-22 under Atal Pension Yojana scheme. In our state, number of financial literacy centers are running with an objective of scaling up covering all 58 blocks. 2,800 business correspondences are playing an important role in increasing financial inclusion of the state by facilitating banking services at very low cost. Banks have commendable effort in priority sectors by lending with agricultural loans and MSME credit, seeing notable growth. All the bank and microfinancial institutions are participating to provide mudra loan to the unemployed youth in rural and semi-urban areas of the state. Mobile banking app for loan approval to farmers to reduce cost, credit delivery, and increase the reach and efficiency of priority sector lending to the state. It is a critical factor in energy sector development in the state by commitment of Sustainable Development Goals, that is SDG Vision 2030. Bank have to provide a pivotal role by providing necessary financial support. Credit deposit ratio is the most important criteria for the economic development of the state. State government has fixed target in the Lakshya 2047 that CD ratio of the state may be increased to 80%. But CD ratio of the state decreased by 3% from September 2023, that is 56%, to September 2024, that is 53%. All the bankers operating in the state have to take proactive role to increase CD ratio of the state. The state's participation in the digital payment mission has resulted in improved financial literacy and surge in cashless transaction. Despite our achievement, our mission remains unfinished. I urge the banking community to intensify the effort towards developing innovative financial products tailored for the North-East socio-economic landscape. As we gathered here today, let us renew our commitment to building a resilient, inclusive, and vibrant banking ecosystem in Tripura and in the Northeast. With this, I conclude my speech. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
धन्यवाद सर। अब हम आमंत्रित करेंगे माननीय संचार मंत्री एवं उत्तर पूर्वी क्षेत्र विकास मंत्री श्री ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया जी को उनका बहुमूल्य वक्तव्य रखने के लिए।
Seated on the dais with us, the Home Minister and Cooperative Minister of India, Chairman of the Northeast Council, respected Shri Amit Shah Sahib, Chief Minister of Tripura, Manik Saha Sahib, Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Pema Khandu ji, Minister of State, Donor and Education, Sukanta Mazumdar Sahib, Home Secretary Govind Mohan ji, DFS Secretary M. Nagaraju ji, Donor Secretary Chanchal Kumar ji, Post Secretary Vandita Kaul ji, ladies and gentlemen from the banking fraternity from across India today, and all the illustrious members from government and other resources present at this Bankers Summit. It is with only the blessings of Mata Tripura Sundari that we have been successful in organizing the second Northeast Bankers Conclave in Agartala this year in 2024. We are all very thankful to have the esteemed presence of the Home Minister of India, Shri Amit Shah ji, who carries within him a special place in his heart for all the 8 states in the Northeast. He is currently on a 3-day tour of all the states of the Northeast region. The Prime Minister's resolve, the Prime Minister's vision is being articulated by none other than our own Home Minister, Amit Shah ji, in terms of making sure that this Northeast region truly becomes the growth engine of India's economy. 10 years ago, India was the 11th largest economy in the world. And through the perseverance of our Prime Minister, the commitment of our Home Minister, today India has risen in a period of 10 years from the 11th largest economy to becoming the 5th largest economy in the world. I sensed that the claps were a few and few between. But that's because, as we all know in India, ye dil mange more. By 2027, India, which is today the 5th largest economy, has put behind her that country that thought that they could rule India, England. In the next 2 years, India will go ahead of Germany and Japan and become the 3rd largest economy in the world. That's a paradigm shift. That's an inflection point for our economy. It has been brought about by the single-minded determination of our Prime Minister. A growth paradigm that ensures that the engine marches ahead. But whilst it does so, every single citizen across the 140 crore of our population marches along that growth paradigm that has been heralded by the Prime Minister. और आज भारत की प्रभुता, आज भारत की क्षमता एक आर्थिक शक्ति के रूप में विश्व पटल पर उभर चुकी है, लेकिन आर्थिक शक्ति के साथ साथ एक आध्यात्मिक शक्ति के रूप में भी आज भारत एक नक्षत्र की तरह विश्व पटल पर उभर चुकी है. And this combination of an economic force, this combination of a spiritual force, this combination of a philosophical force can be best illustrated in our 8 states of the Northeast. This area has been blessed by nature, has been blessed by Mother Earth. Its potential abounds from nature's bounty to its human resource, skilled in every possible vocation that one can think of. And that developmental paradigm that has been unfortunately not a part of the mainstream of this area for 60 years. A new path has been forged by our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, where in the last 10 years, we have seen devolvement of resources of close to 527,000 crores in terms of 10% of our gross budgetary support, where tax devolution has grown from 1 lakh crores from 2004 to 2014 to almost 6 lakh crores from 2014 to 2023. Almost a 6-fold jump, where one has seen developments across the paradigm in infrastructure, from roadways, where the longest road rail bridge in terms of Bogeybill, the longest road bridge in terms of the Bhupen Hazarika Pul, 6,000 kilometers of national highway, 45,000 kilometers of Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana, airports that have grown from 9 to 17, civil aviation air traffic movements which are measured by a week basis from 1,100 to 1,950 air traffic movements per week to the Northeast, where international routes have been thought from Agartala to Chittagong, Imphal to Mandale. Because believe me, ladies and gentlemen, that the Northeast does not represent only an opportunity in itself. It is India's gateway to Southeast Asia and Southeast Asia's gateway, not to India, but Southeast Asia's gateway to the world. And therefore, this opportunity, where when you look at hydropower potential, 56 gigawatts of hydropower potential, of which only 3,500 megawatts are activated today. Rail lines, where 19 projects worth 82,000 crores have been mandated. 2,000 kilometers of railway lines have been laid. Budgetary outlay for the railway ministry has grown from 2,000 crores to 10,000 crores. So it is not only the Department of Financial Services that is marching ahead, but it is the whole of government, the whole of Bharat Sarkar, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and our Home Minister Amit Shah ji, that is marching ahead, marching for the Northeast, marching for this region, ladies and gentlemen. The opportunities today abound. The Tata Group is setting up its first fab in Assam, an investment worth 27,000 crores, where 3.83 crore chips per month will be manufactured. Chip manufacturing that was earlier limited to Taiwan and to Korea and to other parts of the world. Today a fab is being set up in Gujarat, a fab is being set up in Assam. And that's an opportunity for you, for the banking sector. Our institution, Netfee, has set up a venture capital fund, promoted 100 startups. And I'm glad to report that some of those startups have exceeded valuations of 100 crores. State-wise venture capital funds are being set up, like the Manipal Venture Capital Fund. And we've had many unicorns in India. The time has come where a unicorn will be born from the Northeast. And if the first ray of the sun on Indian soil dawns in Arunachal Pradesh, then it will not be long that the first unicorn will also be born in the Northeast, ladies and gentlemen. And therefore today, I know a wonderful presentation has been done by our Secretary of DFS. And let me add to that. Today there's a significant increase in bank branches, digital transactions, financial literacy. Credit growth has grown tremendously. Number of bank branches have grown by almost 50%, from 3,330 to 5,182. Bank deposits have grown by 152% to almost 3.52 lakh crores. Credit growth has grown by 282% to 1.86 lakh crore. Jan-Dhan accounts have grown by almost 2.8 crores. Our mutual fund liquid assets have grown from 16,000 crores to almost 40,000 crores in the Northeast. And lending for agricultural credit has grown to almost 70,000 crores, multiplied by almost 7 times in the last 10 years. So there has been tremendous growth. But there is still growth yet to come. And that growth has to be represented by all of you. Private sector banks, public sector banks, government agencies, all of you having boots on the ground in the Northeast. And why do I say this to you? The reason I say this to you is because India is growing at close to 7% GDP growth rate. Almost 600 basis points greater than the world. But if you look within India, the new growth opportunity is from this soil, because our states in the Northeast are not growing at 6%. Our states in the Northeast are not growing at 7%. Our states in the Northeast are not growing at 9%. Our states in the Northeast are growing at 10, 11, 12% GDP growth rate. And therefore today, because of the Home Minister's efforts at bringing about an environment of peace, stability, tranquility, because of the Prime Minister's vision of development coming bottom up and not top down, today is the opportunity for you. If you do not grow your presence in the Northeast, the train would have left the station. In principles of business, first mover advantage is the most important advantage. And today I urge all of you to take that leap forward, strengthen your presence here in the Northeast, because the next opportunity in the new India, भारत माता के नए अवसर अब उत्तर पूर्वी राज्यों की श्रृंखला से शुरुआत होंगी. So come be part of this opportunity. Come be part of this environment. स्वर्ग जैसा वातावरण का भाग आप बनो. And come be part of this environment that is serene for everyone. Healthy for one's mind and one's body and one's soul, where AQI levels are less than 10. Come be part of that environment. Thank you very much.